Yeah. The Pan's Labyrinth. What's up? Why do I hold my breath? Depending on what I'm doing. Like in that breathing exercise there, I do sometimes. It just depends on um, pressurize my system. Just put more his pressure, the oxygen into me. Um, what I'm talking about, like if my first breath is in my nose, like when I'm talking to you guys, a lot of my breathing. I mean, you'll see whenever I'm talking. Like if I'm reading from a book, it's way different than I'm just talking to you guys, because my stopping and going of patterning of breathing and speaking is different. But when I'm reading out this book, it's different. So it's just what I feel like is comfortable to do. So I'm kind of putting myself in a different brainwave, just to get out of like a. I was kind of. I would do that, and then start talking out of my mouth, so I wouldn't be collecting too much air into my brain. I'm just kind of just reading off the page like an automaton. And so my first breath would be, then I'll slowly let it out of my mouth. Like you were sitting there, I was like, you look. I was holding it for a second, then I was just breathing out my mouth real slow. But I was doing it not even loud. So it's kind of just to like balance out my brain a little bit. I mean, at least that's what I felt like I was doing. I mean, I'm sure if I went through it for a second and thought about it, I could tell you exactly why, like what was going on with the different alpha, beta, thetas. But yeah, it felt right after reading on this. Hmm. Yeah, William, you could do that, or you could just jump up into the air. You could just climb over the whole damn thing. You parachute into that bitch. Parachute in that. That's like who says it I'm talking about DMT trips. You know what I mean? Like you could jump in there. You just go right in. But the dilemma with doing that though, for most people is you're gonna forget the whole thing. Yeah, you're gonna forget the whole. I mean, it's helpful for some people. You're gonna forget the whole thing, but then you don't know how to get there on your own. Now, once you can get there on your own, you can always get there on your own. So I think there's just like any psychedelic, any major psychedelic. Again, everything is psychedelic. You speaking, me speaking, psychedelic. Food, I don't care what I'm eating, psychedelic. This painting right here, this glass, psychedelic. But when we get into the higher, like, how much psychedelics are we talking about here? How much energy, potential energy is within inside of that plant? That's really what it is potential energy. So how to build that energy center for yourself. Let me go refill my glass one last time.